Some very difficult questions in the mind of a young professional. When you're in your mid-20s or mid-30s, you've invested some energy juggling both expert and local duties. In the event that you aren't as of now in a relationship, you're in all probability pondering dating and marriage. Buys like purchasing a vehicle are presently completely inside your ability. Your fiscal reliance on your folks is lesser than that as when you were more youthful, and you're wandering out into the world all alone. Here are the responses to some basic inquiries that may be your present distractions. Q1. What is the correct profession decision for me? The topic of am I on the correct profession way stands up to and inconveniences many individuals. So realize that you're not the only one. It's critical to recollect that your work is your main thing and ought to mirror a piece of your identity. These days, vocations are not dictated by dragging yourself up the expert step. Your interests will decide your fantasy work, and that will be the correct vocation decision for you. Whatever surge of work you've picked, making sure to routinely add to a retirement corpus is provident. This benefits will begin your accounts when you settle on the choice to resign sometime in the future. Q2. How would I clean my entrepreneurial aptitudes? Business enterprise is about building something new and going out on a limb. To clean your entrepreneurial aptitudes, make a scope of encounters and investigation. Utilize your creative ability to drive you. Come to an obvious conclusion, however conceive brand new ideas. Consider convincing thoughts and reasonable approaches to gain by those. Above all, gain from your disappointments. In the event that you've new thoughts and whimsical however organized strategies for following up on the thoughts, you can positively turn into a business visionary. The sky is the limit on the off chance that you simply accept. Business enterprise is about genius and inventiveness. Q3. What are some anxiety administration techniques? Life may once in a while feel like a sprint, yet we have to recollect that life is more similar to a marathon. It's critical to pace yourself so you can achieve the end goal. Most profound sense of being is a decent instrument as an anxiety administration system. Rehearse reflection and yoga a couple times each week, and experience the quieting and restoring comes about direct. Consider protection a device to reduce stretch. A protection plan is a tried and true buddy to securing your fiscal present and additionally future. Q4. What do I have to confront the high points and low points of life? The treadmill of life forces us into a rodent race. There may be many wanders aimlessly tossed your direction. It is imperative to cultivate flexibility. Discover energy inside yourself. Develop interests outside of work. These redirections will enable you to confront the high points and low points of life. Picking protection will likewise keep you arranged for any curveball life tosses you. Q5. Family or vocation? What's the correct decision? Nowadays you can have both. In any case, there's a fine adjust that will be found with family and vocation. When you strive to ensure your family is dealt with, why not make that additional little stride and ensure your family is safeguarded too? Along these lines, in the event that anything untoward were to transpire, your family would be administered to fiscally. Picking a protection plan is presently straightforward with all the on-the-web and disconnected assets accessible to you. HDFC Life offers various judicious protection choices. Weigh out your choices before you pick a protection arrange, yet make sure to be safeguarded and remain guaranteed, so you can live without the bother. Focal points of life insurance. Requirement for life insurance. An extensive variety of vehicles are accessible to store future money-related objectives. These could be low-return instruments like bank stores and little reserve funds, or higher hazard items, for example, value, which can offer possibly higher returns. Protection scores over other venture vehicles in various perspectives. Disaster protection for future goal planning. Conviction. Once an objective has been recognized and an incentive for it has been solidified, a protection arrangement is a magnificent vehicle to subsidize the objective. This is on the grounds that one can be guaranteed that even in the grievous occasion of death or even basic ailment, the aggregate guaranteed will subsidize a future objective of the policyholder. Impose proficient. Development advantages of most protection strategies are tax-exempt under Section 10(10)(d), and the premium paid is qualified for conclusion under Section 80C of the Income Tax Act, 1961. Adaptability. Protection items, particularly unit-linked plans, give adaptability regarding resource designation to suit particular hazard hungers, strategy spans, premium installment terms and reserve exchanging alternatives. More extensive alternatives. Contingent upon the time skyline of the objective, the arrival required and the speculator's hazard craving, an expansive range of benefit assignments amongst value and obligation is conceivable in a unit-linked plan. A financial specialist may tailor his strategy to suit his necessity. Liquidity. Most insurance items offer great liquidity after the secure period to deal with any crisis necessity of assets. In any case, they do have inalienable impediments as charges to demoralize pointless encashment. Reserving. All the time a protection strategy is taken for a particular objective. This hence can turn into an obstacle against using these assets for whatever other reason and furthermore energizes proceeded with commitments. Protection for financial security. Protection encourages you to accommodate unexpected liabilities like hospitalization, basic ailment cover, obligation recovery, and so on in a cost-effective way. Term protection. Term protection is the least complex and least expensive type of life cover, which pays the entirety guaranteed on death. This is valuable to just accommodate a family's survival on the tragic occasion of destruction of the provider. This can likewise be utilized to cover reimbursement of any obligation of an approach holder by just doling out the arrangement to the loan boss. Upon development or claim on the approach, the returns are paid to the leaser. Advance cover strategies are a variation where the whole guaranteed continues lessening in accordance with the advance adjust. Medical coverage. These strategies give cover against real human services costs like hospitalization, surgery, basic ailment, and so forth. The advantages could be as settled payouts on hospitalization or a singular amount on finding against some predetermined basic ailments. Mischance advantage. This is generally an extra cover over an essential strategy and pays an extra aggregate guarantee to the recipient if there should arise an occurrence of death because of mischance. Since inadvertent passing is sudden and unexpected, the family could be confronted with issues like migration, obligation overhauling and other necessity for assets. Retirement planning. Indian future has enhanced drastically throughout the years because of accessibility of cutting-edge medicinal offices. Notwithstanding, a more drawn-out working life may not by any stretch of the imagination be conceivable because of events of way of life instigated ailment and high wear-out rate. The developing statistic adjust with a lot of youthful ability ending up noticeably persistently accessible may likewise be a dissuading variable to a more drawn-out working life unless one is independently employed. Thusly, our retirement life traverse could well be the length of our dynamic working life expectancy. This implies we need to manufacture a strong corpus amid our dynamic life to keep up our way of life for the long post-retirement life on the off chance that we are to appreciate the genuine significance of retirement. Benefits plans enable us to develop our investment funds amid our procuring years and give us a single amount on retirement. This single amount can then give us a retirement pay by putting resources into an annuity. Give post-retirement income. The most noticeably bad circumstance that a retiree can face is to come up short on assets late into retirement. Such a circumstance may compel him to look for assistance from companions, relatives or exchange his settled resources, which basically are a bargain of sense of pride. This is the place protection offers the best arrangement as an annuity. Annuities purchased from the retirement corpus can either be utilized to give normal post-retirement salary to a settled term or for the whole life. Give post-retirement income. A benefits plan might be comprehensively separated into two stages, in particular collection, pre-retirement, and appropriation or utilization, post-retirement. In the above graph, we accept a 30-year-old who arrangements to resign at 60 years old and hopes to live till the age of 80 years. His aggregation stage is between the age of 30 and 60 years when he constructs his retirement corpus, and appropriation stage is between the age of 60 and 80 years when he draws down this corpus for his living. Annuity plans guarantee that the dissemination period of your life is as agreeable as your winning years. This is just to clarify the point, and the figures are not in light of any computation. Protection as inflation shield. Expansion brings down the buying influence of cash and has an emotional aggregate effect over the long haul. It diminishes our genuine salary a seemingly endless amount of time as our average cost for basic items continues expanding. Along these lines, it must be considered while surrounding budgetary objectives. The accompanying delineation portrays the effect of swelling on salary and costs. Protection as an inflation shield. Protection items, for example, unit-linked plans, enable us to battle the effect of expansion on our money-related objectives by giving the alternative to put resources into value, which is known to convey one of the best comes back from all benefit classes, over the long haul. Disregarding expansion would bring about our investment funds missing the mark regarding the evaluated estimation of future objectives, particularly over the long haul.